Thank you very much. The chairman of this occasion, Professor Tony Ridia. By the way, in those days in NTA, there were two people that I never missed the screen when they were there. One of them is the professor sitting here. The other one is Franco Lisi. I don't know where he is. I want to seize this opportunity to thank you so much, sir, for your contributions in the communication sector, particularly the electronic media. And also to congratulate you further for having this specialized university of communication. The panelists here present, the president of the Justfriends Club of Nigeria, and other distinguished officers in this team, esteemed members of the club, our distinguished guests here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege to present this keynote address at the 7th Annual Public Lecture of the Justfriends Club of Nigeria. Rather than a formal address, I see it more of an opportunity to rub minds about the security of our nation. Today, as you all know, I'll be discussing about Nigeria's security challenges and the quest for national cohesion, a new paradigm for internal security architecture. I try to cover all the 6 sub-themes as you asked, and I hope that I have succeeded in achieving that. This presentation draws on my experience in security and governance and aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the current challenges, their root causes, and the way forward for Nigeria's internal security. And I hope by the end of the presentation, we will be in a position to appreciate our existential security challenges in Nigeria, the need for unity and social cohesion in tackling them, and of course, redesign our internal security architecture for effective provision of the security and well-being of Nigerians. Let us begin by setting the context of our discussion. Security in the Nigerian context is fundamentally about protecting lives, property, and well-being of our society, of the citizens of the society. Our Constitution makes it very, very clear that if you check Chapter 2 of the Constitution, 2B, to be specific, it says, and I quote, "The security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government," unquote. Now, since 1999, when the Constitution took effect, and when this democratic era began, have we achieved this purpose? Despite the increase in investments in security, both in terms of budgetary allocations and the deployment of military assets, it has been argued that Nigeria continues to face persistent security threats. This raises important questions. So, why do these threats persist? Despite all the efforts, including investment that has been made significantly. Second, how do we modernize our security institutions while upholding civil liberties and human rights? Is it possible to develop an inclusive, intelligence-led security framework that reflects Nigeria's diversity and history? Final question here is, what role should non-state actors play in peace building? Are they threats or partners? These are questions I hope should address as we move through this conversation. Now let's see our understanding of the security environment in Nigeria. To address Nigeria's security challenges, we must first understand what security truly means. Globally, the concept of security has shifted from state-centric, which focus on protecting borders and sovereignty. As you know, Section 217 of the Nigerian Constitution says of the military's responsibility is to protect Nigeria's sovereignty and territorial integrity. And that has been shifted to being people-centric, that is prioritizing on human security. The focus is no longer on the traditional military security. Human security is all-encompassing. It is about protecting individuals' lives, property, and well-being. It addresses not just military threats, but also socio-economic and governance issues, such as poverty, illiteracy, disease, unemployment, corruption, and environmental degradation. As Kofi Annan once said, human security encompasses human rights, good governance, access to education and healthcare, and opportunities for all. Progress in these areas is essential for reducing poverty, fostering economic growth, and preventing conflict. Ultimately, human security is about freedom from fear, from freedom from want, and ensuring a healthy environment for future generations. It was US President Franklin Roosevelt in his State of the Union address in 1941, in which he argued for US involvement in World War II. He articulated 4 essential freedoms: fear, want, expression, and worship, trying to explain how they were threatened globally and needed to be defended. This is where these 2 freedoms come from: freedom from want and freedom from fear. Now, looking at Nigeria's security challenges, Nigeria faces a wide range of complex security challenges. Physical threats coming from groups such as Boko Haram, bandits, IPOP, militants, and other criminal gangs. These threats have eroded a sense of safety in homes, markets, places of worship, and farmlands. But the challenges go beyond physical violence. Human security issues such as poverty, unemployment, hunger, disease, and illiteracy are also widespread in Nigeria. Despite Nigeria's abundant resources, nearly half of the population is projected to live below poverty line in 2024, with about 90 million Nigerians affected. And 65% of Nigerians experience multidimensional